Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning, man. Thanks so much for joining. Whoever that is that's joined us already, fantastic. Don't let me know who's here. We're gonna have a candid conversation about money this morning. It's the topic that most people run from because they don't have much. But I want to tell you that I believe that if we talk more about it, we'll have more of it. So I think that money is one of those taboo topics that we're taught not to talk about. For example, if you're employed, they tell you don't discuss your compensation with other people. Well, that's kind of crazy. Like, why not? I want to know if I'm making the most in my position or the least. But of course, they don't want that happening at the job. So we've been taught over our years of life to not talk about money, and therefore many of us don't know much about it. And all we know is more than likely to work 40 hours, 80 hours, and get a check, and then go spend that check, and then do it over and over and over again. And so it's a vicious cycle because of the lack of financial education. But I hope to be able to help you out this morning as we talk about money. Good morning to you. Thanks so much for joining, Mr. Ray Wilkerson. While you guys are joining, go and let us know where you're connecting from. Let me know that you're here. Just definitely want to acknowledge that you're up this morning. The early bird gets the worm. It's 7 o'clock here on the East Coast. We're live here, broadcasting out of ERGJ Studios in Decatur, Georgia. And so, not sure if we're going to catch people in the replay, but if you watch this on the replay, go ahead and put in the comments below #replay. We're broadcasting live on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And so, we just want to make sure we give people maximum opportunity to learn about money if they so wish. We can no longer be in a position where we complain about what some institution is not teaching us when we keep deciding not to go teach ourselves. And here's the beautiful thing about learning from. Let me get started with the show, by the way. This is the New Black Wall Street, and this is going to be Money Talks with ERGJ. This is just an opportunity for me to just share with my peeps and give you an opportunity to share with me as well. And so let's get this party started. Definitely got to get some music from my DJ because, he always knows how to get the party started. Mr. DJ, hit the music.
The new Black Wall Street. Do it right, build wealth, live life, economic empowerment, real tips, insight on the new Black Wall Street. It's on the new Black Wall Street. He's your host.
All right, my beautiful people, man. Thanks so much for joining us here today on the New Black Wall Street Money Talks with ERGJ, where I, ERGJ, your certified financial educator and CEO of ERGJ Enterprises, ERGJ Black Bazaar, and international best-selling author of the book, The Black Billionaires Club. I just have candid conversation with you about money. I see so many people, obviously many of us, we want to make more money. But here's the deal, guys. Many of us just simply do not put ourselves in position to do so. And so today I'm going to be talking about weekends and how they are made to get rich. Everybody put in the console, get rich. Weekends are made to get rich. Now, I'm going to share some concepts with you today that hopefully, change the way that you think about money. Hopefully, it changes your life as well. And we do have open seats available. So this is an open dialogue. If you so wish to join me this morning on the broadcast, if you're on Facebook or Instagram, just go ahead and click this link that I popped up on the screen. There's one link right there. It's open seating. We can have this conversation together. We got about an hour 15 minutes to be able to talk about all things money. So if you got questions, you need assistance, you just can't get right. Well, get the help that you need. And I'm offering that to you for free today. And here's the interesting thing about free. Many people simply don't value free. And so they spend their money. They waste their money on all things that don't bring value back to their life. But then they talk about how people do not help them. Well, no, baby, it's not that people don't help you. You got to help yourself. You got to put yourself in position, especially when opportunity is available. You must take advantage. You must have some initiative, some courage to change. That's the only way it's going to happen. You got to have the courage to change your spending habits. You got to have the courage to budget. You got to have the courage to continue to find ways to earn more money. And I'm telling you that weekends are made to get rich. But here's what I want you to understand. One of the biggest philosophies this morning that I want to share with you, and Ray, brother Ray, if you're available, I know that you want to share some things with the people, man. Go ahead and do that as well. And again, it's open seating. If you're on Instagram, you can click on the little box at the bottom. You come on as well. Here's the thing. Like, I want you to understand is that you don't get rich by hope alone. A lot of people are hoping to get rich. They want more money. They pray for it. I mean, as a matter of fact, that's a stupid thing to do as well, I think. I mean, in the Bible, the good Lord tells you to pray for wisdom. for some reason, we done got off into praying for money. That's kind of crazy. Why don't you pray for wisdom? Because then you're going to actually probably have to do something, right? You're going to have to apply that wisdom to go and do the instructions and get rich. So you don't get rich by hope alone. Here's how you get rich. You get rich by plan and execution. Everybody put in console plan and execution. You get rich by plan and execution. Now, here's the deal. I want you to think about this weekend. We got Friday night, right? Friday night, party jumping, feeling right. So you got Friday night, you got all of Saturday, and then you have Sunday morning or maybe after church afternoon to put yourself in position to get some money. Now, let's talk about some of the things that, it's not a financial strategy. Thanks so much, Brother Ray. Again, open seating is available. If you guys want to jump on this broadcast and dialogue with me, feel free. Again, I put the link there for you guys to be able to do that, YouTube or Facebook. All right, so I want you to think about, first I want you to think about, in the comments below, I want you to name one thing that you know other people are going to be doing this weekend. And when I say that, what's something that you know other people have planned to do this weekend, right? Friday night, Saturday all day, Sunday morning, afternoon to the midday before they start preparing for Monday, right? Probably some people got paid this weekend. Most people didn't. And then they're gonna plan to spend their check, right? Whether it be hopefully first on their bills, but we know that most people don't spend first on their bills. They spend first on what they want. They feel like, hey, I worked hard for 2 weeks. I got paid. I want to go reward myself for my hard work. Well, hard work, guys, is like, I mean, you're rewarding yourself for doing what you're supposed to do. That's kind of crazy. But hey, do what you do, right? So what's something? Well, all right. So when you say they plan to spend money, right? What do they plan to spend money on? Okay, that's what I want to get to. They're planning to spend money. We know that. What's going on, Mr. Sliger? Man, if you want to join me, have this money talk, I want to have somebody that got the courage to hop in my box this morning. I'm telling you, I don't want to talk by myself. I have so much more joy when someone decides to join and we can have this dialogue together. But anyway, I can talk to my people nonetheless. Good morning to you, Miss Debbie O'Shaughnessy from Taste of Sweet and Spicy. Van Sliger, this brother here has got animal crackers and some things going on as well. Brother Ray Wilkinson's got the incubation program from Exodus House. She's Smith. She's got the ERGJ, which is the some homemade natural soaps, and she does some consultations for skincare. Vivian Reed is the health and wellness and things like that. So what's named something that people are planning to spend their money on this weekend? See, weekends are made to get rich. The thing is, are you in the position are you like everybody else where you're spending your money, you're planning to spend your money? Or are you like the few who are planning to collect the money? And see, I mean, I don't want to get off into this, but just think about it for a second. Let's just talk about church for a second, right? Church people are planning to give. And the church, the preacher and all that stuff, they're planning to collect. I mean, I'm just using it as an example, but I'm not saying that's a bad thing. But that's what's happening, right? That's what's going to happen on Sunday. One position is the plan to spend, or the plan to give, or the plan to, to get it out. The other is in the position to collect. Ask yourself, are you putting yourself in position this weekend to collect checks? See, I plan to collect. I plan to make over $1,000 this weekend. That's my plan. Many people are planning to what? Watch football. They're planning to go buy the beer. They're planning to get the hot wings. But then on Monday, they're complaining about why they're broke and why they don't have enough. Just think about that for a second. See, the difference between the poor and the wealthy is simply, I believe, plan. The broke folk of our world have never planned to get rich. And because they don't have a plan, they can't execute. You can't execute something that you don't have a plan for, right? You plan to go to the club, the strip club or whatever. You plan to get drunk this weekend, to live it up. You know what I'm saying? You plan to go get the car wash. You plan to get your hair, nails, and groceries and stuff like that. You plan this stuff. But do you plan to get rich? Do you plan to collect checks? Is it serious enough for you? Because a lot of people talk about not having enough money. And I want to tell you this, that there is plenty of opportunity to get paid. But most people simply never plan to. And so I'll be sitting here like with all this stuff going on, I'm like, man, opportunity is coming at me. Boom, bam, just hit me left and right. I'm in a position now where I literally have a tough time deciding on all the good opportunities because there's just not enough people who are taking advantage of the opportunities that are available. It's amazing. And I believe that the rich folk, that as they get wealthier, it's not that they don't want to help the poor, it's that the poor don't want to be helped. They won't read the book. They won't go to class. They simply won't, even if it's free. See, they can use the excuse that I can't afford it. Well, anybody can afford free. Even when it's free, they won't come. This is very interesting to me as I've studied people, their habits, and their decisions that they make. Poor people or broke folk, I'm not going to say just poor because poor is just a, broke is like a temporary condition. It's a state of mind. Poor is a condition of the spirit. But broke folks simply never plan to get rich. But they do plan to complain on Monday. They do. So this morning when I got up, I'm like, oh man, right? What am I going to do on Friday to get paid? Right? Friday's like my day off or whatever. What am I going to do Friday to get paid? So I'm going to be heading over to the colleges today. Head over to Spelman College, where that if you don't know about Spelman College is a HBCU, and it's an all women college. And so last night I was packing a car. Why was I packing a car? Because I was planning, right? I was planning today. I was like, okay, what am I going to sell? I had to plan to sell, so I had to prepare to win. Everybody put it also prepare to win. I had to prepare to win. So I'm thinking, man, what would an all-girls school, young black women, mostly, predominantly, what are they wanting to buy? I'm planning. I'm preparing to win today. So I put my car. I put my plan. I got body oils and burner oils. I had toothpaste. I have soap, natural soap. I have the fraternity and sorority sashes. I'm gonna go over there and sell some dashikis. And then I had in the back, I had True detergent, and I had the black packs and the messenger bags. But then when I woke up this morning, as I'm preparing to win, God said, well, you going to a college full of women. He said, you don't think you need to sell those wallets? You don't think you need to sell those journals? You're going to a school. You don't think you need to sell those calendars? So then I had to rearrange. I said, okay, well, what don't I need to take? So I pulled out the toothpaste. Although toothpaste is my number one seller, I pulled that out, and I pulled out the soap because I can sell that anytime. But because I'm going to a school, I'm assuming that most of the women are studious. So why not take the journals? I'm assuming that they're going to prepare, hopefully, for the next year. Why not take the calendars? And they are women, and I'm going to sell backpacks and messenger bags. Why not take the wallets? You see, all of this is in preparation as I'm planning to win. The same way that people prepare for a party. Oh, it's time for football. Before the football game starts, I need to make sure I take care of my errands. And part of those errands is for me to go get the beer, and for me to go get the hot wings, and for me to go get the pizza. Make sure we got something to eat so I ain't got to move for a while. So it's the same process of preparing to win. It's just a different intention. See, I don't intend to watch any football this weekend. If it happens, it happens. If I catch the highlights, it doesn't matter to me, because I'm very serious about getting rich, and I'm very serious about leaving an inheritance to my children's children. And I don't see enough black folk who are serious enough. Let me say that again for the people in the back. I'm very serious about getting rich. I'm obsessed with it at this point. I'm very serious about leaving an inheritance to my children, so much so that each and every day I prepare to win. And I don't see enough black folk who are serious enough that they'll sacrifice the football game. That's entertainment. Serious enough that they'll sacrifice going to the Friday night party. Why? Because I got to get up Saturday morning. I got to hit it again. I don't see enough that are serious. Now, here's the thing. I meet enough that talk about it. But talk is cheap, baby. Idle chatter leads only to poverty. I don't meet enough who are about it. See, when I look at Landscape Lowry, if he's still here, I can tell. It's easy to see a person who is serious about winning with money. Matter of fact, I was going to ask you that question here today. You think about, man, what does it look like? What does a serious student look like? Or what kind of characteristics do they inhabit? Someone who's serious about it, not just talking about it. Because a whole bunch of people full of hot air. And what I found is that, when it comes down to actually earning more money, it requires work, and most people don't want to do that. Oh, that's too much. I got to do all that. I mean, people get rich, emptying trash, right? You do know that, right? You do know that there's millionaires who simply empty trash all day. There's millionaires who simply clean up other people's junk or messes as far as hospitality is concerned. There's millionaires who do that all day. But you don't want to do something simple as far as work is concerned, or work a little bit more than you do on your job. If you work a little bit more on yourself than you do on your job, you'll start to develop the habits of the wealthy, the habits of the successful. In the comments below, I'd like for you to share one thing that you notice about serious people, serious students. You say, you know what? He's serious about this thing. He ain't even got to say it. I can see it. He ain't got to talk about it. Look at what he's doing day in and day out. He's serious about it. She's serious about this thing, about winning, about success, about taking it to another level, about getting or living the dream or the life that they want to live. They're serious about it. They're not taking it easy. They're not just coasting. They're not just drifting. They move by intention. And because of that, they get the results. Listen, it's not rocket science, okay? It's not rocket science. It's just simply the question is, do you want it bad enough? And are you willing to do what it takes? Right? These are questions of will and want. Do you want it bad enough? And are you willing to do what it takes? Most people aren't. And they can talk it all day long, and they can complain about it as much as they want. I'm at the point now where, listen, y'all complain. Listen, I said this yesterday. Landscape Live said, preparing to win and packing your product like you prepare for a party. I received that, and it hit hard, right? T. Spill said that serious people don't take no for an answer. Serious people, they block out the external noise. Serious people. About whatever that is. Now, I'll talk about money because money is easy to talk about. But I want you to understand that money is the lowest form of wealth there is. But it's just something that most people can connect with because they want it so much. They got to have it. They need it in their life. They got to pay for stuff. They got to have shelter and food and water. But then they get past their wants or their needs. They get to their wants and they get overly zealous about their wants. I mean, how is it that you're broke, but you're partying every weekend? I don't get that. I mean, do you like being broke? Is it just, hey, this is just what we do. We stay broke over here. This is all we know. Broke is what we know. No. I mean, if that's what you decide, but my goodness, how is it that you're broke and you're watching football every weekend instead of out here trying to fix your condition? I mean, maybe you don't want to fix it. Maybe you don't need an answer. Maybe you like where you are. And I'm not saying don't love your life. That's your life. But man, why not improve? Everybody put a console, improve. Improve your life. She said, man, people who are serious are not easily distracted from the goal. She said they don't worry about the competition. You know what? Serious people don't care what they look like either. I don't care I don't care what it look like. Y'all, because listen, most of y'all don't know what winning looks like. Y'all know what winning looks like on TV, but you don't know what winning looks like in real life. Y'all know what winning looks like on social media, Instagram and Facebook, but don't know what winning looks like in real life. And I'm telling you, our discernment is so jacked up. That's why I can't even watch one play football this year. I'm focused on getting to the ball. Listen, it's focused landscape, and your schedule is so packed with productivity, you ain't got time. I mean, I'm pretty sure that if you had time, you may. But you say, man, okay, Monday through Thursday, I got this business that I'm running, and I'm studying for real estate, and I got my children that I got to do some stuff with. I mean, by the time Sunday hit around, I got to rest and I got to refocus. I got to meditate, and I got to work on the plan for next week. I just simply don't have time. And so this year, guys, I'm the manager or the commissioner for a fantasy football league, right? And I've been the commissioner for about 3-4 years or whatever. And I simply I can't keep up. I cannot keep up. I'm over there like, oh, we supposed to pick up our waivers, and I'm doing all right, but I don't even think about going to NFL.com and changing my lineup and stuff till somebody call me like, what's going on? I'm like, oh shit, I forgot. I'm too busy. I'm too not busy. I'm too productive. I'm an executioner. I get it's done. So you just simply don't have time. All right. She said, man, you grind so hard, you forget. The only day I got, let me tell you something. The days that I have marked in my calendar, think about this. I want you to understand it. The days that I have marked in my calendar are other people's payday. I know the 15th when it comes, people get paid, and I put myself in a position to collect that check. Because here's what I know. They're going to spend the money anyway. I spent a decade trying to get people to change the way that they spend their money. And I realized they're not going to change. So I had to change my approach. I'm no longer trying to stop you from spending your money. That's up to you. But since you're going to spend it anyway, I might as well put myself in position to collect it. That's how I look at it now. I stopped battling people standing in line for the Air Jordans. If you're going to spend that money on the Air Jordans, I need to make sure you're buying them Air Jordans for me. I stopped debating with people about standing these stupid lines for a damn iPhone. If you're going to buy that damn iPhone, I might as well put myself in position for you to buy it for me. You're going to get it anyway. See, most people they're not willing to go through the process of change because it's uncomfortable. It's like, oh, I got to do something different. I've been doing this my whole life. I've been spending more than I earn my whole life. Why do I need to change now? Hey, I'm not trying to get you to change. If you want to listen to me, you want to take some advice, you want to garner some of this wisdom, you want to implement it in your life, it's free for you to get. As a matter of fact, it's been so free that it's been written down in a book for over 2,000 years, and you say ain't read that. So it don't matter. I mean, who am I to think that if you ain't listening to God, who am I to think that you're going to listen to me? But at the very least, I'll do my job, which is put the information out there, and people can grab it if they want. And I just keep moving. David said, there's no competition when you're focused on your brand. Absolutely. Yes, sir. Just no time. Now, I want to share with you guys, for those that may want to join this conversation, I'm hoping somebody got the courage and you done made yourself up, because I know it's early, that somebody can join me. I want somebody to talk to me this morning. I mean, come on into the box. Somebody, come on. Oh, let's try again. Let me see. All right. Oh, there we go. Hopefully somebody will join me this morning. Again, this is an opportunity for you to get free coaching, for you to have a conversation about money where you are, to get some money solutions, to get some advice, to get some insights, to get some ideas. I just never know. It might be $1 million idea for you. And I understand it's early and some people just haven't got ready, ain't washed their face and all that stuff. But anyway, if you are a person that's here and you're like, you know what, I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. It's time for me to do something different. And if that something different is as simple as clicking on the link and joining the stream and having a conversation with a brother who might be able to help you, if that's something different for you, then maybe it's time for you to do something different. Okay. Now, here's a surefire way, guys, I want to share with you this morning. Money Talks with ERGJ. A surefire way, okay, for you to know if you're going to be rich. And I like to say the word rich, but most of y'all say, oh, I don't want to be rich, I want to be wealthy. Okay, for you to be rich and wealthy. It's a surefire way for you to know Okay, how many guys are saying, I want to know, I want to make sure. Here's how you can know. It's a surefire way for you to know that you're going to be rich and wealthy. Okay, I believe you got to get rich first. And then you begin to use that wealth or use that surplus to then create streams and create rotating income into your life that's going to be wealth. But you got to get to the rich part first, I believe. Anyway, so here's a surefire way that you can know without a shadow of a doubt that you're on the road, the underground wealth road. Okay, that you're on the financial freedom train. Okay, here's a surefire way for you to know. It's very simple. See, these things are simple. It's simple. Here's how you know. If every day you take an account of your activity, your transactions, okay, and you do your sum total of what you spent versus what you earned. If every day you can walk away, you can go to bed at night saying, you know what, today is a day I earned more than I spent. Today is a day I earned more than I spent. If you can do that consistently, day in and day out, then you know, without a shadow of a doubt, you're on the path to rich and wealthy. On the other hand, if you take an account of your activity with your money, it's a progress report every day. And you say at the end of the day, you know what? Today is a day I spent more than I earned. And if you do that consistently, day in and day out, you can know you're on your way to broke, busted, and disgusted. You can know that you're on your way to poverty. You can know that you're on your way to what I call financial purgatory. This is how you know. Is today going to be a day that you earn more than you spend? Or is today going to be yet another day, like most people, that you spend more than you earn? Now, let's go through this process. Because I was like, well, what? Wait a second. I don't work on the weekends. Well, let's just do it by the week. You get paid by the week, or you get 40 hours in a week. You make $10 an hour. That's $400 in a week. Now, most people spend more than $400 just on the weekend alone. Groceries, right? Gas for the car, right? You break down your mortgage payment, whatever that is, probably about $200 for the mortgage payment. If you take it off, you got a $1,000 mortgage payment and you divide that by 4, that's $250 right there just on the week. Just on the week. So if you make $400 a week and your mortgage payment is $250 a week, that leaves you with $150 left for the week. If you get what I'm saying. For the week. You add in groceries, $75 a week. Now you at $75 left. We ain't even talked about gas. We ain't talked about the cell phone. We ain't talked about internet. We ain't talked about that. We ain't even got to that yet. But you got the audacity to go out on the weekend and spend $100 at the movie theater. You have the audacity to go buy the Jordans that you can't afford. You got the audacity to do that. Now, let's take a look at it from another angle. This 40-hour week that you work, that's 40 hours of labor. And let's just say you do the same example of you make $10 an hour. Now, we're going to look at the spending cost of your time. Let's just say it's a $100 pair of shoes that you want to go spend on over the weekend. You're basically saying, I am spending 10 hours of my work to get these shoes. Are those shoes worth 10 hours of hard labor? Are they? So I really want you to think about this. This is a surefire way to know whether you're going to be rich and wealthy. At the end of the day or end of the week, however you want to do it, you take a look at your spending and you compare that to your earning. And 95% of the people continuously because of lack of discipline and lack of desire to earn more money. They keep spending more than they earn. There's no way you can get rich that way. There's absolutely no way. It's not mathematically possible for you to get rich if you don't discipline yourself and you keep spending more than you earn. It's impossible. Now, you could win some money because some of y'all will waste your money buying lottery tickets. That's okay. You might inherit some money. That's okay as well. But that's what I'm telling you is that that's not going to sustain because you haven't developed the habits of the wealthy. So even if you get the money in your hand, just like every other little piece of money that comes into your hand, you're going to blow it. You understand what I'm saying? Because that is the habit that you created. You created the habit of wasting wealth. You created the habit of wasting money. You created the habit of spending more than you earn. So it doesn't matter whether you earn $400 a week. It doesn't matter whether you earn $4,000 a week. You have created the habit of spending more than you earn. Is that making sense? So when you start looking at things, say, man, I just spent 8 hours on the clock. Now, here we go. Let's just take that same example. $10 an hour. It's a great weekend. Now you're going to go out and you're going to get your hair done, ladies. You know, $200 for the weave, another $150 to get the hair done, $350. You make $10 an hour. You mean to tell me you're going to spend 30 hours? You're going to spend basically your whole week's worth of pay on your hair. Wait a second. You mean to tell me that you have been bamboozled, you've been run amok, that you let Plymouth Rock land on you to make you believe that you got to spend your whole week's worth of pay on your hair? And then now you want to put the onus on the man and you want to tell him what he must do to provide. And he's like, wait a second. Damn, we supposed to be working together. You just spent your whole week's worth of pay. Now you want to spend my whole week's worth of pay. Now we really going to be broke. We're going to be broke together. Broken love. Or broken love. Which one you want to say? You mean to tell me you're going to spend a whole week's worth of pay in one day in a 3-hour setting so that you can look rich but be broke? See how many guys have decided in your life, you know what, you got to the age where you don't give a damn about all that. Hey, listen, I'd rather be broke. I'd rather be rich and look broke than look rich and be broke. Something like that. I'd rather look rich. I'd rather be rich and look broke than look rich and be broke. That's where I got to in my life. I don't give a damn what you say. You ain't got to pay my bills. You also ain't got to live the kind of life that I live. I don't need to try and impress nobody at this point. That's why a lot of people don't call me, because they know if they call me for some function, they know I'm showing up in a dashiki. I don't give a damn what y'all wearing suits and ties. That ain't what I wear. This is my brand. I walk around with my brand everywhere I go. So if you having a gala and it's all white gala, I'm gonna find me an all white dashiki. Okay? I come in white, but it's gonna be in the white that I want. But see, this is the power that you get when you control your life. When you are in control. I don't bow down to other people. Listen, if that's what it is, I just won't be there. I ain't gonna miss out. It's gonna be another one next year. It's okay. But see, I'm at the point now where people call me. They seek me out. Hey, brother, can we get you? Hey, okay, well, what's the, hey, I'm coming in my brand. If you don't want my brand represented there, then don't call me. This is how I make money. And I wear my brand everywhere I go. Now, I'm not saying don't look presentable, guys. I'm not saying, don't, you're going to spend your money. I'm just saying, watch how you spend it. And then you start thinking about, man, these are the hours and the hours of labor that I put into acquiring this money. Well, why would you let it go so easily? Why? Why would you let it go so easily? And simply on things that bring no value back to you, other than, okay, you met your appearance for a couple weeks, but then you're still struggling. You're still like wondering how you're going to get the lights kept on. Yeah, you look good, but now you can't see yourself in the mirror because the lights are cut off. I'll tell you, when you and I begin to change the way that we think, when you and I begin to reprogram what's ever been conditioned inside of us, when you and I decide that we're going to start turning off things. When I say turn off, obviously, I talk about the TV a lot, turn it off. You know what I talk about? I talk about the radio a lot, turn it off. But I'm also talking about negative people, turn them off. You know what? Here's an interesting thing that I found as well. How many guys have experienced this? I can find all the friends in the world when it's time to go spend money. When we're ready to go to the party, we're ready to go to the barbecue, go on vacation, go out to eat, drink a little alcohol, smoke a little weed. I can find all the friends in the world when it's time to spend money. On the flip side, I find very few friends when it's time to go earn some money. When it's time to go to work. Like, hey, come with me. We're going to spend the day making some money. Oh, I ain't got time for that. I'm busy. You too. Wait a second. You just sit over here and was with me last night while we was drinking it up and pouring it up and balling out and turning it up. We was turning up our debts. But then I'm saying, let's get up today and let's go earn some money. You know how hard it is to find people who actually get out and work with you? Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, I never realized this until I got to this side of the lane. Like, my goodness, so few people. And I'll be having opportunities out the wazoo. It's so few people. So few who will work extra to get the money that they say they want. It is so few people. I'll be doing stuff that be free to people. I mean, I'll be like saying, hey, all you got to do is copy and paste something to your Instagram. They won't even do that. Here, sell these purses, put them on your Instagram, give yourself an opportunity to get some money. They won't even do that. It's amazing to me. It is absolutely amazing how many people will not show up to earn money, but they complain about it. They want it. They desire it. They want to spend it. Look at that. She said, look at that. Debbie said, man, strangers have kept me in business. Friends are still planning to come into my restaurant. That is so freaking real. Wow. All these friends, all these years, and they still have not made it to your restaurant. They didn't come to the grand opening. They didn't come to the second opening. They ain't came since you've been in business for about a year or so. They ain't even stepped one foot in your business to say, hey, good job. I'm gonna get some food today. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna show up at least come see the place. I mean, and you know what? And I bet you, Debbie, there's some people who haven't come to the restaurant and they probably live in the same area. Like obviously I came all the way from the other side of town, but I'm pretty sure there's some people that be your friends. And here's the thing. These are the same friends who, when they get started with something, when they write their book, when they start their business, when they decide that they're going to get into something like that, they're going to be asking for your assistance. They're going to be in your inbox like, girl, I just started such and such. Man, I'm excited. And then they're going to forget that, damn, I ain't even came to your business yet. It's called karma. It's the funniest thing. We don't even think about it like that. We get so busy being busy that we're too busy to get rich. Let me say that again for the people in the back. We're so busy being busy that we're too busy to get rich. Man, it is so real. They're friends. They still planning. They're gonna plan to come when you're closed, or when you done moved, or when you done leveled up, or when you done went to another, when you done moved out of state. Like, man, I never got a chance to come on. You never got a chance. No, these are choices. These are choices. Black wealth is a black choice. Everybody put that in the comments below. Black wealth is a black choice. See, I simply choose to get rich this weekend. I simply choose to put myself in position to collect checks this weekend. I simply choose to do that. Most people choose football. Most people choose the events. Most people choose the concerts. Most people choose the clubs. Most people choose the parties. Most people choose the barbecue. There's nothing wrong with that stuff, but they're choosing this stuff every weekend. Every weekend. Now, women, you guys know it's called a shopping spree. There's some women who go on shopping sprees every weekend. And I'm saying, thank you. Let me collect these checks. That's the choice they make. They make a conscious choice. They're looking forward to the weekend to get with their girlfriends to go spend some money. And I make a conscious choice to go get with my products and go collect their money. And I can talk about this till I'm blue in the face, and that's not going to change. But you can. But you can change. But you could be a little bit more deliberate. You could be more intentional. You could be more of the person who gets rich on purpose. You get rich because you decide to. Who gets rich because you discipline yourself enough to go out there no matter what. You know, there's sometimes I don't feel like going out there. But then when I get that first sale, I'll be like, I'm glad I came. It's a choice. And most people simply choose not to. They simply choose not to. They simply choose not to work on the business, not to work on the dream, not to work on their marketing, not to. And then when I look at, well, what are you doing instead of you working on what can help you get wealthy, what are you doing? Oh, nothing really. I just chose not to. Relaxing. Relaxing. Yeah, getting some, getting some rest. No, you are just choosing not to. Now, if you're really honest, and you think about whatever your financial condition is at this moment, if you're really honest, could you really say that I just chose not to? And matter of fact, it might not even been a conscious choice. It might just have been, I just did what I always do, which is a choice, but I just keep doing what I've always done. And although it hasn't necessarily led me to financial success, it hasn't led me to financial freedom, it hasn't led me to getting out of debt, it hasn't led me to building wealth, it's something that I'm comfortable with because I know how to do it. How many guys know that in order for you to get something different, you have to do something different? And if you've been broke your whole life, that's all you know. If you've been in debt your whole life since the age of 15 and that's all you know, or that's all you choose to know, matter of fact, because the information is available. Would you agree that the information is available? I want to see if we get some agreement. Is financial information, information about money, information about insurance, information about building wealth, information about starting a business, is the information available? Matter of fact, let me go a little step further. Is it freely available? Could you get the information for free if you wanted to? If you had a desire to learn something, to acquire some knowledge that you didn't have, to figure something out, is the information available for free? That's my first question. Now, I want you to think about whatever it is that you might want, whatever it is that you've been talking about getting, whatever it is that you have been up in your heart, rampant and resonant. You go to bed and you wake up and you just keep doing the same thing. I want you to think about that and ask yourself, is the information available? All right? Is it available for free? So free is easy, right? We can do free. and we could go get the information if we wanted to. So let's first start there, because before we can apply, Brother Ray, which I agree, the information is not the problem, application is the problem. I would disagree. I think, well, we know the information is not the problem, but get it going to get the information, the desire, the want, because sometimes we don't know, so we might. I remember being in places where I had questions, but I didn't really have people in place to answer those questions and to guide me to the information, right? And I wasn't wise enough to say, let me just go look it up. Let me just go to the library or hit the Google or hit the YouTube. And, there are times in my life I was a little, foolish and dumb, right? Young and dumb and all that stuff, right? So let's first understand that the information is available. All of this information, that all of these gurus and all of these people have come and said, I'm going to charge you $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 for. It's not, for them, it's not really about the information, but let's just say a part of that is the information that they give, right? But what you really pay for is their wisdom. Like Brother Ray said, how to actually apply that information, right? All right, not just knowing the bike exists, not just knowing what the pedals do, but learning how to ride the bike, right? You had to have somebody that had already done it, and then can show you, here's how you ride the bike. So you really pay for their wisdom, them teaching you, hopefully, what to do. So the information is available, right? And most of the information, if not all of the information, is available for free, okay? Most of the information, if not all of the information, is available for free. So you can go get it if you wanted to, right? You could go get it if you wanted to. Here we go, brother. You can go get it if you wanted to. Now, for me to teach you the information, which is what you do when you go to college or school, right? Your taxpayers are paying money. You're paying for college tuition. The information is already there. You could go and find the information if you wanted to. You can go and teach yourself or self-educate yourself if you wanted to. That's what a lot of people have done. Matter of fact, that's what our history shows us, that slaves taught themselves how to read. Slaves or freed slaves taught themselves how to write, right? So they taught themselves a lot of things. And you too have the same opportunity to teach yourself some things as well, if you wanted to. If you were going to take the time, you're going to sacrifice a lot of things that you may have been putting in place. Brother Ray, man, what's going on, man?
What's going on? How you doing? I said, let me help you. Let me just jump on. I'm walking. I didn't know, I know how sometimes you like to be real professional. I didn't know if I could jump on while I was walking.
Man, this is candid conversation, man. We ERGJ on Money Talks, man. So you good, man. It ain't nothing. It's people that care. That's what it's about today. People that care enough, man. What you got to say, man?
Oh, look, first of all, I want to tell everybody everything Brother Evans is telling you. I mean, it's spot on. You need to share this. You need to get out and just apply the stuff that he's talking about, because he's exactly right. The information is there. Even the internet and this new time has changed a lot of things. You can ask your 10-year-old child to help you get information, because they can lead you to wherever you want to go. So it's about being, and let me share something with you. I'll just stay where I'm at. You don't have to get motivated to do it, because motivation is overrated. You just have to do it. When you start doing it, then you'll get motivated to do it. So in order to get this information that you want and apply this information, like the commercial say, just do it.
Now you out here walking, Brother Ray. You out here with your Nike Swiss on, and you out there getting your exercise in, right? And I'm pretty sure every day that you do this, if you do this every day you're not motivated to go out here and go walk this mile, 2 miles, 3 miles. I'm pretty sure.
I sure ain't. Look, I wasn't motivated this morning. I had to toss a coin. Do I call him Brother Evans and have an excuse not to come, or do I wait till I get out here and call Brother Evans? So I just went and did it, and I called them while I'm doing it. And that's listen. While we're doing stuff, right? While we're doing stuff, things will open up for opportunities for us to do the things that we want to do. When you talk about wealth, when you talk about money, when you talk about getting rich, money is the least of all things. We need strategies. We need plans. If everybody this morning, what is the one thing you woke up to grow your personal self that will get you closer to your goal, that will get you to success, that will create opportunities for income?
Man, that's a wonderful question, man. So you basically say, hey, I obviously I talk a lot about money, but there's so much more, to this thing that you're saying, man. What are you planning to do to improve yourself? What are you planning to do to improve yourself? Go ahead.
Yeah, and I think that's the overall key. When you think about success, successful people. I sit in airports, right? When I travel a lot, I sit in airports and I try to figure out who the millionaires are. And it's never the ones with 3-piece suits. It's never the ones that look like a million. You said earlier. And I get a sense a lot of them, you're sitting next to millionaires and don't even know you're sitting next to them because they don't look like your perception of what a millionaire is supposed to look like based on our Black culture, because we look at the athletes and we look at the entertainers and we believe that's how wealthy people look. And that's not true. So why do we waste our time trying to look like something a lot of times, that people not even rich? Let's start emulating those people that are doing the things that's already successful, that already made the jump from where they are to where they're at now, and start emulating what they do.
So I got a question for you, Brother Ray, man, because you mentioned earlier the internet, man. How has the internet changed the game, man? I mean, let me ask you this. If you had the internet when you were my age, and I don't know, you don't seem like you're that old of a brother. So let's just say if you were my child's age, because I don't know, but if you had the internet, if you had the internet, man, I mean, you'd probably be a billionaire, man.
Listen, I'm 61 years old, right? And here's the reality of it. Thanks to guys like yourself and my young millenniums who are coaching all that stuff and mentor. I don't coach, mentor. The internet, I'm working right now. Yesterday, we just signed a deal for our mental health rehab down in New Orleans, and I haven't been in New Orleans for almost 2 months because I could do everything right over the internet. I don't have to have meetings and ride to New Orleans. I can have FaceTime. I could do Zooms. I could do everything else that I could do over the internet that back in the day, I would have to travel and this and that. Now, I do say this, when I do finally do big deals, I do that face-to-face. But 90% of the things, I do right in the privacy of my own home in my office.
Man, the power of the internet has changed the game, man. I keep trying to get people to see, man, that there is so much wealth, so much opportunity. There's nothing stopping you but you. We got access like we never had access before. That slave mentality must be destroyed. I mean, it is absolutely phenomenal where we are in such a time as this, to have such access to be able to do whatever we want, whenever we want, however we want, using the power of connection, which we now have across the globe.
Can I say something, Brother Evans?
Yes, sir.
You see me, I'll be on your show. I'll be on everybody else's show. But a lot of times I don't go if I don't have time to be on your show. But guess what I do? It don't even take 2 seconds. I hit that share button. It don't take 2 seconds to hit that share button. Even if I might not be interested in the topic, I got close to 5,000 people on my line, right? It might be interested in them. So I cannot be selfish enough just because I'm not interested in not to hit that share button that it might be interesting for somebody else that's connected in my line of friends. And I think that's the mentality we got to get to. I mean, because every time we come to a feed like this, it takes a second to hit that share button. And that share button is what's going to create the avenues and the opportunities and the information that we might need to change our life.
So not only the power of the internet, but the power of the share button, the power. And when I hear share, guys, what he's saying is, hey, not only are we do we connect each other like one-to-one, but with the power of the share button, we're connecting network to network. We're connecting network to network. Your network connected to my network, connected to the Ray network. This has been the power, Bray, because we've seen as we've grown, as we've developed our relationship, that we've brought our networks together, and now we literally have a virtual village. Everybody put it down, so a virtual village where absolutely nothing is missing. If I needed something, I could call Brother Ray, and if Bray didn't have it, he had somebody he's connected to. This is actually decreased, I would call the degrees of separation from 6 degrees of separation to about 2 degrees of separation at this point.
Yeah, that is good. Look, I'm going to get ready to get off because I'm getting ready to go up this hill, and I don't want y'all to hear the old man huffing and puffing, right? But man, I love you, brother. I love you. I love you. And look, I'm looking forward. Make sure you let everybody know about Monday. Monday. Can I promote that thing real quick? Monday.
Not this Monday. Next Monday.
Well, next Monday, whatever Monday it is. But we'll be getting it in. I can't wait. I dug into some real research. Okay, I gotta go because I don't want to let the cat out the bag. But I got to go. I'll see y'all later. I'm getting it in. Love you. Holla. Peace.
Man, Brother Ray getting it in, man. So yeah, next Monday, guys, not this Monday coming up. I'll be busy with the investment club that I run. But the next Monday, we're actually going to be introducing how to build your business credit. So that's what we'll be doing. Next Monday on Money Monday, which will be what date is that? I believe that's going to be the 21st. Okay, so for those who've been wondering, they talk a lot about virtual vending. Virtual village. We talk a lot about building our credit, right? But most people, when they say build credit, you're talking about your personal credit. Well, that's not really where that's great to do and all that, but very few of these they're not even financial gurus. Most of them are just glorified salespeople who joined some network marketing company and now they're selling credit. Does that make any sense for you to take advice from someone who doesn't know money, but yet they're trying to teach you about credit? Think about that for a second. They don't know money. They've never studied money. They just stumbled across an opportunity 2 weeks ago, and now they're trying to provide you with an opportunity to learn from them about how to build your credit because they've fallen into some system. That's called a salesperson with no knowledge, but yet you're listening to them. Yet you got a brother that's had over a decade worth of financial education and research and study that can tell you, wait a second, it doesn't necessarily for you to do all that. Now, I ain't trying to knock nobody hustle, because to me, it's a hustle, right? To me, it's a hustle, but I'm not trying to knock that. That's the route you want to go. But why would you take financial advice from the financially ignorant? Oh, don't shut me down because I'm preaching good this morning. Why would you take financial advice from the financially ignorant? See, this is why I say that our discernment must rise up, must take it up to another level. We must increase in discernment to be able to decipher the real from the fake, the real from the wannabe real, the real from the fake it till you make it crew. You got to be able to decipher these things. And wisdom tells you that, hey, if I want to go get jewels, I go to a jeweler, not the butcher. Right? If I want to build a house, I go to an architect, not the baker. If you want to learn about money, you go to a financial expert, educator, consultant, something like that. Okay, let me just get off that soapbox. But anyway, so we're going to be teaching on business credit, how to build your business credit. We're going to be introducing the world of business credit because not enough people are talking about that. See, once you build your business credit, you can live inside of your business, and your business can pay for your lifestyle. Let me say that again. See, people, this is a whole nother level, right? This is what we do in the Black Billionaires Club, by the way. Let me say that again. You as an individual, a person with a social security number, can live inside of your business, which is another entity which has an EIN or a tax ID number. And then your business can pay for your lifestyle. Building business credit is so important if you're in business. You know what I'm saying? If you're in business. And Ray said, you don't have to have good personal good credit to get business credit. That's another thing that people don't understand, right? So I've been looking, I've been searching, I've been asking, and God answered, said, we got a brother who can teach us about this thing called business credit, and he is in the BBC, and he is the brother who just came up on camera who's bold enough to do that, and we're going to be doing that next Monday, introducing it next Monday, and then of course after the introduction comes the deep dive to be able to learn. Instagram, we're going to lose you guys. So thanks so much for joining on Instagram Live, Money Talks with ERGJ. So he's been he's a willing servant who said, you know what, I can do that. And so we're going to introduce it, have the introductory talk, and then for those that want to go deeper, those who really want to build, those who are serious about applying what they learn, then we'll have obviously a deeper discussion with those who are willing to invest to get that, to learn what they need to do. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. We'll introduce it, then we'll put together some sessions for you to be able to learn. All right. The incubation program, building business with Brother Ray. So guys, this is just ERGJ Talks, man. This is just me coming on and just sharing some thoughts with you guys. Again, I really want days like this, Fridays, to be an opportunity for you guys to join us, to come on into the box, to ask questions that you may have, to get assistance or help that you may need. But it requires you doing something. I can make myself available, but you have to take the initiative. Say, you know what, I'm going to regardless, nevertheless. That's what Peter said, right? That's not what Peter. Is that Peter? Paul, John, probably John. I don't know who it was, but at any rate, that's what he said. He said the good master told him, go back out into the deep and cast your nets. He said, man, I've been out there toiling, trying to catch fish all dang on day. I mean, but nevertheless, you told me to do it. Let me go do it. And because he listened to the master, everybody put it down, so the master. Because he listened to the master and did what the master told him to do, he went out to the deep and he caught so much fish. In this particular case, think about fish. Fish is food. Fish is wealth at that particular time. It's a tradable commodity. Fish is life. Fish represents so much, right? And they caught so much fish, they had to call another boat over to help them gather it all. You understand what I'm saying? Are you listening and doing what the master has instructed? Now, here's the thing. You got to ask yourself, who's the master? Well, that depends. It depends on what area it is that you're talking about. If you need someone in the law or business law or taxes, you probably need to find some tax masters or some law masters. You know what I'm saying? So who are the masters in your life? Here's the sad part. Too many of us have made money our master. Too many of us have made money our master. And what does that mean? That too many of us are willing to do whatever. Whether it's immoral, whether it's unethical, it doesn't matter. So many of us are willing to do whatever it takes to listen to that master. How many guys know that money is a bad master, but an excellent slave? Here's another bad master that too many of us listen to. Too many of us have made our emotions our master. How many guys know that emotions are a bad master, but an excellent slave? They make bad master. They get you to do illogical things. They get you to react in ways that you like, why did I do that? Your emotions are a bad master, but they make an excellent slave. So you got to watch and begin to understand who is your master. Who's your teacher? Who's your counselor? Where's your wise counsel that you can listen to? There's safety in wise counsel. And we're talking about different areas of your life. Obviously, I talk about money, but I understand you got different areas of your life. And you might need different masters for different areas. But the reason why I talk about money so much is because too many of us got bad masters when it comes to money. We've made money our master instead of money of our slave. And we haven't found a master to teach us what to do with money. And we replaced the teacher with the money. Bad combination. Who's your master? Well, my beautiful people, man, as I said, weekends are made to get rich. My last question for you today, as we talk about that, as we think about that, we consider that. Do you plan to get rich this weekend? As we said earlier, it's not about hope. I'm not asking if you hope to get rich. I'm not asking if you hope to make $300 or $500 or $5,000. I'm not asking you hope to do it. I'm asking you, do you have a plan to do it? Because once you have a plan, then you can actually execute on that plan. You can work that plan. But no plan typically equals not good results. So do you have a plan to get rich this weekend? We understand that people are going to be out here spending their checks. Are you going to be in a position to collect those checks? I want you to understand that getting rich is easy. Here's getting rich is really easy. All you got to do is just do what everybody is not doing. Right? If you do what everybody else is doing, you're going to get what everybody else is getting. You know how much that is? Not much. But if you begin to do what no one else is doing, what very few other people are doing, if you do the opposite of what the masses are doing, well, you put yourself in position to collect those checks. See, I'll be out this weekend. I'll be out today. I'll be at Spelman, as I mentioned. All girls school. Girls like to spend money. Now, I'll teach them how to make money. I'll teach them how to earn money, but most people won't come to that class. So I'll be out there collecting checks. Tomorrow I'll be at a health fair, right? Free health fair. Didn't spend any money to be there. Guess what I'm going to take there? Health products, toothpaste, soap, lotion, shea butter. Put myself what? In position to what? Collect checks. Sunday, I'll be at another spot, free. Notice I'm saying free because some of y'all are spending too much money on these events and you're not getting a positive net return. Free. As a matter of fact, they're waiting on me to come back because they're like, man, when you come back next week, I'm going to spend more money with you. Free. Now, how did I get to this position where I'm finding all of these free spaces or places to present my stuff, present my wares, and generate profit? Well, I believe that it becomes from what I do often, which is I provide opportunities for other people for free. Like today, I presented an opportunity for you to come on for free. Could have talked about what you do. You could have shared where you're at. That could have been free advertising for you. One person decided to do it. But I do this on a regular. Monday through Thursday, I have free broadcasts that go across a platform or network over 25,000 people. Very few people sign up for that. But they will gladly sign up to pay to spend money. Now, how silly is that? Very silly. It's not logical. But money isn't logical. What it is very tied to your emotions. It's a mental, psychological thing, not necessarily logical. If it was due to logic, we wouldn't be in debt. We just logically wouldn't have made that decision to go in debt. It just didn't make much sense. But it wasn't about logic, about what we wanted at the time. Say, man, I got to have it now, so let me put it on credit, and I'll worry about paying for it later. That's what many of us have done. Well, you can change that. You can turn it around at any point in time that you like, and you can decide to do what other people won't do. So you can live the life that other people can't afford to live. Does that make sense? Let me say that again for the people in the back. You can choose to do what other people refuse to do. They refuse. It's too cold, it's too hot, it's raining, whatever the case may be, they refuse. But if you do that, just like we see our Asian brothers doing, just like we see our Mexican brothers doing, just like we see our Indian brothers doing, just like we see our Asian brothers doing. If you simply choose to do what other people refuse to do, you'll be able to live the life that other people can't afford to live. If you choose to join the club, if you choose to go to the class, if you choose to show up to the workshop, if you choose to find something to sell, if you choose, black wealth is a black choice. What do you choose today? Well, my beautiful people, man, this is ERGJ for New Black Wall Street. Money Talks with ERGJ. Of course, I do provide opportunities for you to earn more money if you so wish to do that. We do have the Black Billionaires Club, which you can choose to join. That's your access. You choose to join, I'll invest in you. That's just the bottom line. You choose not to join, please don't call. It doesn't make no sense. That's the first step. You want access, you want to get with us, you want to get with the network, that's the first step. Now you can go other routes, go get with whoever you need to get with. But I'm telling you, that's the route. That's what I've set up as a first step, because I want to see if you're serious enough to invest in yourself. And then we'll be serious enough to invest in you. That first level at BlackBillionairesClub.com is $9.99 a month. It's $10 a month. It gives you access to products and services that you can sell. And it comes along with training. I'll teach you how to make money. See, I know most people learn how to punch a clock. They haven't learned how to earn money or do for self. And I believe that's what Brother Elijah Muhammad's been trying to teach the Nation of Islam for so long. He said, you know what? It's easy for you to get a job and punch a clock. But you got to learn how to do for self just in case that job disappears. And then now you still got rent to pay. And you haven't learned how to do for self. I'm telling you, this is the key thing we must teach our children. Even if they choose to get a job, that's okay. But they know if the shit hits the fan, they know how to go out there into the marketplace and do for self. All right, my beautiful people, man. Again, Black Billionaires Club. You got different levels you can check out on the website, BlackBillionairesClub.com. What else do I have for you? Nothing going on this weekend other than I'm out here collecting checks. Hopefully you are as well. Getting rich is easy. Weekends are made to get rich. Other people are spending their check. I'm out here collecting their check. That's just the bottom line because ERGJ said so. Well, my beautiful people, I want to say thanks so much for tuning in to today's episode. I got to get ready to get out here and get paid. It's Friday night and I'm about to get paid. They over there partying and something else. I don't know the rest. Anyway, man, I want you to remember this. That it takes a village. It starts with us. Let's build as we climb together. We all we got, people. Matter of fact, we all we need. And thank God, that's more than enough. Until next time, people, you guys have an absolutely phenomenal, wonderful weekend. And I hope and pray to God that you'll put yourself in position to collect checks. You can do that not just by hope alone, but with plan and execution. Until next time, you know what time it is, man. Mr. DJ, hit the music.
The new Black Wall Street. Thanks you for joining the show. We gave a lot of great tips, but it's time to go. Take the knowledge we shared, hope you use it and grow. We will see you all there at the next episode of The New Black Wall Street. The New Black Wall Street.